Good morning. Welcome to my hobby prison. We're going to take a break from Whiskey Juliet today because basically I've done everything that I want to do on it. I'm just waiting for the engine. So we're going to polish the headlights on my 2007 Pontiac G6. But they're definitely yellowing. I polished them with just polisher, you know, that you polish your car with. They turn out okay, but since I've done those Jeep headlights and the Jeep fog lights, I thought we'd do this. And I'm gonna time it and see exactly how long it takes. So I've got my supplies set up right here. I'm gonna clean it. Then I got my bucket full of wet sandpaper. What's in there is 600, 1,000, 1,200. I wanted 1,500, but I don't have any 1,500 sandpaper, but that's okay because I've got polish and a polisher. And so we're just gonna clean it off here with a little Windex before we start sanding. We don't want to sand any dirt or anything in it. Yeah, they're pretty yellow. Not foggy, definitely yellow. All right. Well, so far we've been in it 3.5 minutes, and that's just to tape it off. So we're gonna hit it 600 grit paper right now, and you don't need to spend a lot of time on it. Basically what you're looking for is to not, when you're sanding it, is to not feel any like rough patches. Of course you're gonna feel it's sanding it, but when it feels smooth, like when it glides over, that's sanded enough. Especially the 600, because what you're trying to do with the 600 is get the I don't know what I'm trying to say. The major material off. This is where you really want to cut it down, and it's really doing a good job of getting the major surface stuff off of it. And then the subsequent sanding papers, they're there to get rid of this heavy scratches from the 600. 800 would be good, but I don't have that either. 800 grit. I just have the 1,000 and 1,200, but it'll be okay. And I try to cross hatch it. So I'll go sand one direction and then sand another. If you want to see where you are, you take a little bit of water and rinse it off, because water fills up the scratches kind of like the clear coat does. So we'll just wipe this down and check it out. Yeah, see, like the yellow's yellow's basically gone. And the fogginess is the scratches from the sandpaper that we're going to get rid of. It looks pretty good. I don't think we have to do more, but I'm just going to do a little bit more. Maybe a different direction this time. And I like using these sanding blocks right here. They move a little bit, but yet they still give you a pretty flat surface to sand with. I like them a lot. You don't want to use it if you're block sanding though. Block sanding is where you're looking for high and low spots in your body work before you paint. And those really aren't a hard flat surface to sand with, so I wouldn't use those for block sanding, but for this kind of stuff they're great. You know, wet sanding, yeah, that's got a nice even sheen to it. So we'll move up to the 1000 grit. 1000 grit will smooth out those 600 grit scratches. Lots of water. Might need to retape it, looks like. The tape that came with the kit's not very sticky. So you can start, well, you can't see it, but you can start to feel when it starts to smooth out because it glides along the surface instead of sands it. You can feel it. You can feel the difference when it starts to happen. Once that starts to happen, you can go ahead and change grits. Looks like we're gonna have to retape. Don't want to sand the paint. That's part of the reason the tape's here, is to protect the paint. From being sanded, because I don't want to sand the paint. But this 1000 grit probably won't hurt it now. If anything, it'll polish it up a little bit. I'm not going to worry about it at this point. Right here, it feels like you could use a little more sanding. Yeah, it's starting to. It's doing real good. It's doing real good. And I'm not really pushing on it either. All right. check it out. See how it looks. And now it's starting to clear up. So we'll hit it with 1200 grit. Then we'll polish it. Okay, I'm gonna hit it with the polisher now and some polish. We'll dry it off, hit it with the polisher and some polish, and then we'll put some new tape on it. I'm just spreading the polish around right now. That's pretty good, right? I'm just gonna get some new tape. We'll just retape it. I won't bring you along for that. But you know how to tape off a vehicle, right? Went back to the good old Temu tape, yellow Temu tape. Actually, it seems to mask off pretty good. So we're ready to spray. It's called Meguiar's Headlight coating. I guess that's all it's called. So getting ready to spray that. It's 2 coats. Wait 3 to 5 minutes between coats. This is where the magic happens, folks. You overlap at about 50%. Wait 3 to 5 minutes. Here's the second coat, and then this headlight will be done. Now, considering this vehicle is 17 years old, and those are the original headlights, I'd call this a win. One more side to do. And that, I timed it. That took, including changing the tape, about 33.5 minutes. So if you don't have to change the tape, I'd say in about an hour, you can do both headlights. That includes time between coats for the headlight. All right, that's your after photo. Turned out pretty good, huh? Not bad for about a half hour's worth of work. Off to the other side. This wasn't Whiskey Juliet, but it's something fun that I've really enjoyed doing. I've learned a lot doing it. You don't need to have a polisher if you don't have one. I would suggest, if you don't have one, that you start out with the same grit, 600. I would go to 800, then 1,000, 1,200, 1,500, 2,000, and then 3,000 would really shine that up nice. And then you'd spray it with the lens. Oh man, what is it called? Meguiar's Headlight coating. You spray it off with that. I bet you'd have yourself a really, really nice looking headlight for, I think you can get, I'll put a link in the description, but I think you can get it for under 10 bucks, just the spray. So Thanks for joining me for my hobby prison. I really appreciate it. I hope you like this video. If you do, please click the like button. Please click the subscribe button. I'd love to see you again on the next video. Have a great day.